Hey, all you unique, beautiful, and loving people. I'm Elize, and today I'm gonna be showing you an uncut, unedited interview I had with Chris Do. If you haven't watched my previous video, you can just click right up there and watch it. I would watch it if I were you, because it really helps to kind of build the momentum and for you to understand sort of why I'm asking these questions and sort of where my head was at. Yeah, check it out, check it out. So just, you know, smack that subscribe button to let me know that you like my content, that you support me. I hope you enjoy this interview.
Okay, here we go.
Chris is taking me to the best room in the house.
We just set up a brand new vinyl cutter, so we're gonna be pressing some custom t-shirts. That's what's happening here.
Oh,
yeah,
fun
so they got
stuff.
a vinyl sheet here.
Getting some behind the scenes right here.
Yeah.
All right, so I've been asking this question around now. What is the weirdest thing you've put in your mouth?
Maybe like chicken feet.
What?
Chicken feet?
Chicken feet.
Yeah, my wife's Taiwanese, so you know.
That makes sense.
And stinky tofu.
All right, great.
Yeah.
What is the last time you've done an inappropriate fart?
When is a fart appropriate?
I think any time, unless you're in public.
Yeah, so you know, sometimes you gotta let one go. You just let it go, and you hope that it doesn't come out a stinker.
Have you ever done one in front of a client?
No.
Okay.
That's when your stomach's like, oh. Yeah.
What is the weirdest quirk about you?
The weirdest quirk about me is I'm super boring. Really, I am.
Cool.
I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't swear. I try to play by the rules. So I'm really just a boring person.
Okay, that is kind of weird because you don't seem that way.
Yeah.
When is the last time you screamed at the top of your lungs?
I don't think I've ever screamed at the top of my lungs.
That's the weirdest thing about you.
Is it? I'm in control. I'm in control.
Try one right now.
I wouldn't even know how.
Try your best scream.
It would be so artificial. I don't scream. I have what Matthew would describe as stoicism, where I'm really just trying to be objective about things and just not let my emotions rule. And so when you have a scream like that, that's an emotional outburst, and it would be very rare for me to find a moment that had to happen. If I'm thinking about it, I might scream really loud if my kids are doing something that's dangerous to themselves, or I have to get their attention. But I don't think I've done it in a really, really long time. I can't remember.
All right.
The most boring interview you've ever had?
No. It's kind of actually very interesting.
Yeah.
So I've been asking a few people around.
Yeah.
What's it like to really work with Chris Do? I'm like, is he like a badass motherfucker? Is he like really chill and scary? Because I get kind of, you know, different messages when I watch your content. I'm like, what is it really like? And I've gotten very different answers. But everyone says it depends on which day it is, of what side you get of Chris Do. What do you think it's like to work with you?
First of all, whoever said that is wrong. Because I'm very consistent. And I'm super consistent. Every day I do the same thing. I think about the same things. I show up to do the things I'm supposed to do. What they're probably referring to in terms of what side you're going to see of me is, did you do what you said you were going to do? And if you didn't, you might be apprehensive of the feedback that you're going to get. And what I do that maybe people are not ready for is I just try to speak my mind, and I don't talk to people in a way that is belittling them, but it's very to the point. So if you don't do work that you're supposed to do, I would just say, this is not what we talked about. And for some people, that was cold as ice. And it's like, well, how else do you want me to say this? I don't say like, you're an idiot, you're not worth anything, or why are you wasting my time? I don't make personal attacks like that, but I do say what needs to be said in the clearest way I know how. And for some people, they're not used to that. Got it. Yeah.
Would you say you're intimidating to people?
I can't say that. Only they can say that.
What would you say if someone did say you're intimidated by you?
That I would say that's fair. That's perception, right? Somebody can say you're ugly. Somebody can say you're handsome. I recently came upon this theory that there are an infinite number of versions of you, and we're not talking. I'm not talking like Spider-Man multiverse. I'm just saying there's the version that your wife or your partner might see. There's the version of you that your kids see, or your mom, your dad, a friend, a neighbor, an enemy, a former lover, a stranger. They all think of you as a person, and who's to say that you have the right version of you? Most of us are running around just trying to discover who we are. So if somebody's like, you're intimidating, that's fair because that's their perception.
Yeah. I would say that you are intimidating.
I'm not.
But I would say it, but in a way that I really respect and enjoy. Like I like the uncomfortable like moment in time between when someone feels uncomfortable between your reaction.
Okay, why am I intimidating to you?
Because you are somewhat stoic in the way where you are very serious and you have like a very intense gaze, and you give like a breath, but like you give a period of time between what someone's saying and what you're gonna respond, and that period makes someone think, what the heck is he gonna say? Like I'm so nervous about that.
So a lot of us are just uncomfortable in the silence. Blair Ann talks about being a master of silence, and that nature abhors a vacuum, that something will appear. So if I'm just quiet for a little bit, it makes people uncomfortable. And if speaking deliberately with thoughtful intention is scary to people, then I'm a scary person.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ask you this, is a person who speaks wildly on emotion, that is constantly talking and not processing, which is scarier?
100%. I'm trying to learn from you as I've been trying to take more time and learn from you, because it's a scary that I really like. How could I be scary like Crystal?
You don't want to be scary. I think you just want to be more deliberate and intentional in the things that you do, say, and think. That's all.
Yes. 100%.
And maybe the level of control and the detachment from emotion and judgment is scary to people because it reminds them less of human and more machine. I don't know. Is that scary?
Yes.
Okay. You know, I had a conversation with my wife this morning, and she comes into the bathroom. It's like 7 a.m. She's getting ready to go play tennis. This is just me in my normal day. And I said to her, just kind of like after brushing my teeth, saying to her, do you know how many things I've given up? And she goes, I know, it's incredible, like the way you focus on something and you get rid of something. And this is not some wild, like grandiose thing. I'm talking about, I stopped playing video games. I stopped reading comic books. I stopped watching TV shows, news, most forms of entertainment, because now most of my time is dedicated to reading, to writing, producing content, and answering questions for people, or preparing for my next talk. So I've cut out almost everything in my life for the sake of doing what it is, the goal, like what needs to be done today. And that, according to Peter Drucker, is what every executive is supposed to do. What does the company organization need of me?
You did. I saw a Twitter post from you that said that if you're passionate about something, you're willing to just work all day, all night on it, and barely be able to sleep through the night, or be able to sleep many hours. Is that really true, do you think, for all people, or is that just true for you?
No, I would not dare to say something is true for me, it's true for all people. It is a question for me, and it's my point of view. So I think for everybody that thinks like me, that's true. But I think of things like this. Between the ages of 7 and 14, you were filled with love and joy and no responsibility. The things that you did, time disappears and you don't care about anything. And when you take something that you hate, time slows down and the day can't go faster for you, right? So that's an indication of enjoyment. So if you do something that you consider play and fun, you want more of it and more time to do it. And when you do something you hate, you want less time, you want less of it. Those are pretty good guidelines. So I would say that if you're truly passionate, happy, and something gives you a lot of joy, really people have to pull you away from it. And we've all been there. We've all done something where it's like 3 a.m, you're like, I gotta go home, or I gotta stop, I gotta go to bed. But you don't. That's a good indication, is perhaps you really do enjoy this thing.
Yeah. Maybe why I don't want to let go of this interview. All right. Thank you. thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking that time with me. I really do.
Okay.
Can we do just like a little
Video selfie or what?
video selfie? Hey! So exciting!
Oh my God.
And I've never done this before. I've never posted anything unedited, but I just felt like there was something so raw about these 10 minutes. You know, you can hear me like sort of struggling a little bit in the interview. You can sense, I don't know if you can, but I can. I can sense that I'm nervous, but excited. And it's just very, I think like when I look back on it, it's like kind of cringy, but cute as well. So just, you know, smack that subscribe button to let me know that you like my content, that you support me. I'm just trying to do my best to be my authentic self, to help you be your authentic self, to help you in your design career, to help you find your voice. That's what I'm all about, and just having a good time. Hope to see you guys next week.